Hey friends, welcome back. I am Jen Sorensen and we have another villainous soap today, which only makes sense because it's blah, it's dreary, it's raining, it's storming out, and that just feels perfectly villainous to me. So let's jump into this soap. This is inspired by the one and only Shadow Man, someone who is in a movie with fantastic music. I absolutely love the music and the style and the genre in this particular movie, The Princess and the Frog. So let's jump in. We'll talk about that and a few other things in this, and we'll come back and we'll talk about some post-production challenges that we had with this soap and how I fixed them. Let's jump in and then I'll meet you right back here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, that is me trying to channel my best Dr. Facilier or the Shadow Man. Not very good. See, there's a reason I am not a singer. And now you know. All right, I want to just kind of lightly blend this up because I'm soaping a little bit warmer than normal and I want to keep my trace a little bit lighter, so I'm out of ice, but I want to keep making a whole bunch of these right now because I've got a little bit of time on the weekend. Yeah, so I think that's going to be good for me. I want to keep it fairly light because I'm soaping a little bit warmer. I don't want, the fragrance oil is supposed to behave very well, but I just don't want to risk it because I am soaping a little bit warmer. So we're doing our normal, our typical, what we do with these Disney inspired soaps. We've got our top here, and then we are going to have our drop swirl. So we've got that for the top. Now, Dr. Facilier, again, we've got some villains, and there's always seems to be a little bit of purple in these guys. I don't get it. I love purple. So what I have is a combination of this blackberry and this Merlot. So you can kind of see them in the bottom. I pre-combine them, and I'm going to leave these off to the side because I may need to adjust. But in here, I'm going to, you can kind of see, I want a nice deep purple. And I think that combination, I did equal parts, is going to work really well for me. So I've got that. And purple, I'm thinking Huckleberry Harvest. This seemed like a really nice scent for this. Would accent the purples that Dr. Facilier has. So I'm going to add in about half the fragrance oil. And when I look at the color in here, the way the fragrance oil is behaving, I'm really liking that deep purple. So I think this is going to be good. I am going to blend this up now and get this into the bottom of my brambleberry mold. So let's blend this up. Give this a good stir because I'm seeing a few chunks. Let's get that in there. Burp it though so we don't get some air bubbles. This is smelling really nice. It's got this fruity scent to it, and I don't want you guys to take this the wrong way. It has that almost medicinal scent to it because and I said because it's a mature fruity scent. It does not smell like medicine. It smells just like a mature fruit, I think is the right way to say it. Okay, I'm really liking that. So let's clean off this immersion blender here, get everything out because I'm going to scrape down my side here and make sure I got everything that I poured out in here. Because sometimes when if I don't scrape off right here where I poured into the other bowls, it's sometimes you get a little bit of the white from the soap or whatever the color turns with the fragrance oil. So pour this into our brambleberry mold and let it set up. Oh, that is such a pretty color. And I really like the combination of the two colors here. So, and I keep trying to do it that way. I'm gonna have to turn this and work this way to get everything out, scrape it out, because that is a good amount of soap that I don't want to go to waste. Now, I am a huge fan of the movie Princess and the Frog. I think because I grew up in a very musical family, and there would be gigs at my house all the time, and a lot of like bluegrass, jazz, blues would be performed with gigs that my father, my uncles, and everything would play. So the music really does it for me in that movie. I love it so much. All right, now I'm going to move on to the rest. So I've got my top, fragrance oil, the drip, fragrance oil. To the top, I'm gonna just do a little bit of the Merlot. So I'm taking the same color, just not with the, I'm not using the darker, what do I call it, blackberry? Yeah, blackberry. I'm not using the blackberry, I'm just using the Merlot. So that they're gonna coordinate, but they're gonna be a little bit different. And then in the top, I want some nice black activated charcoal. So I'm going to add that in. Perfect. Yes, so I think this is good. I'm happy. Let me do a little whisking here as my strainer for Mycolines tell me add a Mycoline. I thought about it, but I don't think I want to for this one. Okay, this is going to be nice. It's going to be some subtle color changes to the bottom and the top, but in the perfect way. I love, love, love this Merlot color. It's one of my favorites for soap making that I have discovered, and I will use this very frequently. I use this in my cranberry fig soap, which again is one of my favorites. All right, and let's get our activated charcoal in here. And again, I like the activated charcoal better than the black oxide. I just think it blends in better. And because this is such a small amount, I don't think it really matters too much. Really barely any for the soap. It just adds a little bit of color. Okay. And then these two will contrast nicely. So this is setting up a little bit, but it's still not super firm. So I'm going to use my spatula here. Bring this in for you to see. And let's give this a nice pour. Okay. That is perfect. Loving that. Clean that drip up. And I always keep little cloth or paper towels off to the side. You may not see it always. We've got, ooh, my ice is dripping coming out of the container. And that is the reason why I am soaping higher, because I normally use ice in my lye water mixture, but I've been soaping so much today that I'm all out of ice. And I need my machine, my soap maker, my ice maker, not my soap maker, to make more ice for me so I can cool things down. All right, I am gonna save that little bit of black here, try and get what I can of, fill this in. It's gonna be a very full soap mold. We're just gonna make it work, kind of keep mounding it up. And I think I'm gonna put the black on top and do my favorite swirl with figure eights, because I think it just makes such a nice top. And when you have just a little bit of accents like we have here with the black, it works really well. So I'm curious, because I talked about the music in Princess and the Frog, which is just such a great movie altogether, but do you have a favorite Disney movie for its music alone? And I wouldn't pick Princess and the Frog for that for me, but I do love it for the music. If I had to pick, I mean, it might have to be Lion King, just for pure good old Elton John and that fact, because he is amazing. I love me some Elton John, some, you know, all that area is the kind of music that would be played as well at my house growing up. So I love that classic. All right, this is perfect here. Now I think I am going to do a little bit of a swirl and get my popsicle stick here. So this is why I always, you see things laid out so that I can easily access it when I need to. And it's when I make these decisions, I can quickly just adapt. And I have things on trays to my side that I can easily just pick it up and move it to a different area if I need. So that, you know, I can lift it up, bring it to another room after I've cleaned up and done my soap making for the day. Or if I leave things out, you know, it's really easy to do that. So let us, and by us, I mean me, spray some rubbing alcohol on top, and we will wait and come back and cut this up in about 24 hours to see what it looks like. So stick around. Okay, we have Dr. Facilier here, and these colors are exactly what I was going for, and I am thrilled about that. Now, some of the soap stuck to the side for some reason, just a little bit. Just doing a tiny slice, don't want to look. You know, sometimes, I don't know, maybe it wasn't clean enough or something. I do clean between every single use, but you know, you never know. This is really soft. Ooh, I like that. Let's see, let's lay this down for you to see. We'll do one there. These colors are really pretty. I like them a lot. And it smells fantastic. Yes. Yeah, this looks really nice, as you can see. I am very, very happy with it. I think it's a really good interpretation of what I was going for. Ooh, got a little bit there, but a little drag mark. That's okay. All right. Yeah, I think, I'm not sure I would change anything about the colors that I used here. I think it turned out perfect with what I was going for. And I'm definitely going to use the scent again. I think when I started to work with it, it kind of smelled a little medicinal to me, but that I don't get that at all anymore. I think it just smells absolutely fantastic. So this is getting better as I use it. And that is just fantastic news. I'll be really curious to see if it continues to change over the next few weeks as I get ready to, you know, as this cures, as it continues to age a little bit and saponify completely. But yeah, I am beyond thrilled. I cannot wait for folks to enjoy this soap. I think it's going to be a complete pleasure to use, quite frankly. So stick around to see what the cured, ooh, there's a lot on there. See what the cured version of this soap looks like in a few weeks. All right, what do you think? Did you think I was gonna have a very lye heavy soap? Which, let's see, can you see those like white flecks there? And yeah, that's the lye seeping out. So I cannot sell this soap. I can't. It's too lye heavy. And I think there was a problem that I had with a batch of lye itself, a big container that I had, because I had several batches of soap in the same time span all go bad and be lye heavy, even though my formula remained the same as what it has been in the past and future. So I remade the soap. Pretty darn similar. I like the way it turned out. I did have to change the scent because this one was a huckleberry, which honestly doesn't even smell like much anymore. So maybe this worked out for the better. Two, this is a blackberry jam. And again, I'm trying to go off of like, what colors does this soap inspire? And the blackberry just seemed really fitting. So I did that, blackberry jam. This one smells nice. I did add a little bit of like sparkle black biodegradable glitter to the top, which at the light, you know, you can kind of catch it and see. It looks really nice. I'm very happy with how this one ended up turning out. So let me know in the comments below if you have a favorite movie soundtrack from Disney. I talked about how I love the music in The Princess and the Frog, how I especially love The Lion King, but then you can't go wrong with, Moana and The Little Mermaid and just some of those classic movies. The songs are timeless. Let me know down below in the comments. I will include a link to this soap, which is going live today in the shop. So you can check this out and all of my other fairy tale inspired soaps and the works in there. And don't forget to start stocking up on presents for the holidays. So until next time, I hope you guys create something beautiful. Have a fantastic day. I will see you guys real soon. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to see more of these videos in the very near future. I'll see you guys real soon.